Hey guys, how are ya? Paul Peterson here, and welcome to Make It or Meh, where we take some of the best, most beloved, most watched recipes on the internet and make them here to see if they're actually worth making. Now, on this episode, we're gonna make Anna Olson's from Oh Yum. I don't know if you've seen her channel or not, it's amazing. But we are making her chocolate chip cookie recipe. Now this recipe has had over 9 million views, or almost 9 million views. And I wanna see if they're actually worth making, or meh. So let's get started. Okay, like most cookie recipes, we are going to make sure we start with room temperature butter. Mine was just slightly above room temperature, so I'm just smashing it a little bit, making sure that it is going to incorporate easily with the sugars when I put that in just a minute. But yeah, definitely make sure you have room temperature butter. It will just make your life so much easier. So then we're gonna add in our sugars and we're gonna cream those together just by smashing them against the side of the bowl, making sure they're really well incorporated. And once those are mixed together, then we're gonna add our egg. Now, in a lot of videos that I watch, no one ever watches the egg get incorporated, and now I know why. As you can see, it's just not pretty. But I thought I'd leave that in there because no one ever does. So you can see, get that all mixed in, and then once the egg is incorporated pretty well, we are going to sift in our dry ingredients. So I have my sifter, and we are gonna start off with our flour. And something that Anna adds, which I thought was very interesting, she calls it her secret ingredient, is cornstarch, which you don't normally see in cookies, but she claims that it creates a chewier cookie and a moist inside. So, thought that was interesting, but we're gonna add that with salt, baking powder, you know, the usual. Get that all mixed in, or sifted in, and mixed together. It's a pretty dry batter, as you can see, but just keep mixing and it will come together. I was a little worried about that. I also forgot the vanilla, I'm sorry, but I don't think it matters that much when you put it in. Anna never measures, so I thought I shouldn't either. So get that all mixed, and then it's time for the chocolate chips. I had a mixture of semi-sweet and milk chocolate because that's what I had on hand and that's what I like. I think she uses a bittersweet chocolate or maybe a dark chocolate, so use what you have. And then another controversial ingredient in these cookies are chopped pecans. Now, I love nuts in my cookies, but I get a lot of people don't. So feel free to omit those. That is definitely optional. But I thought I'd stay true to the video of what she does, and I thought I'd add them. So let's get those all incorporated. And what we're going to do is we are going to make them into about 2 tablespoon size rounds and get them on a cookie tray. That's the size that she likes to do as well. So I'm using her method and getting those onto the baking tray. Okay, so Anna says to keep these in the fridge for an hour so that they can set up, and then throw them onto a parchment-lined baking tray. I'm only going to do 4 right now because there's only 2 of us in this house, so I don't need to make all of these. But I'm going to throw these on the baking tray. These are firm, and they have set up, and it says 15 to 18 minutes in a 325-degree oven. Let's try it out. All right, you guys, it has been just over 17 minutes, and I think these are done. So we're gonna take them out. Oh yeah, these smell really good, I can tell you that. Ooh, yeah. Okay, you guys, moment of truth. These have sat on their pan and they are still warm, but they look delicious. So I am so excited to get into these. Let's give these a taste. So they should be, from what Anna says, crunchy on the outside and ooey gooey on the inside, which they definitely are. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you can see that, but seriously. All right, let's give them a taste. Oh yeah, that's delicious. Ooey gooey, has that crunch on the outside, has a delicious chocolate flavor because there's so many chocolate chips, of course. And I love chopped nuts in my cookies. I get they're not for everyone, but it adds that textural difference that you really need. Oh yeah, these are delicious. Okay, so in my personal opinion, if I had to do a make it or meh, I would say definitely make these cookies. They were easy. You just have to wait a little bit for the butter to be softened, and then you have to wait an hour for them to chill in the fridge at least. But I think it is definitely worth it to try these cookies. Now, if you liked what you saw in this video, make sure to like and subscribe and follow along, because next week we are going to do another famous recipe. Have a good one, guys.